Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Songhai. So last time I decided to restart the series and there were some questions about that in comments, so I'm going to answer at least two of them because if I wanted to answer everything there probably wouldn't be any gameplay in this episode. So there are two questions that I picked. One is, why don't I show more of the runs that I consider lost? Why do I restart right away? Or maybe why don't I even play until the bitter end? That's basically how I understand the question. Because when I win in a series, I play until the victory screen. I play even after it's very obvious that the series is won. And I think I'll stop doing that. We have seen the victory screen enough times that we don't need to see it again. I will only play until it is obvious for, let's say, most people that we have won. And then we'll just start a new series to save some time. So why don't I do a similar thing when I'm losing? Why do I restart immediately? Why don't I play longer? Why don't I play until the end? And well, the answer is quite simple. It's because how losing works in Civ 5. Most of the time, you don't get your glorious final battle that you lose and the game ends. Most of the time, losing is a long process where, honestly, in most games that I lose, I would lose them not in a way that I get removed from the map, that I get conquered. I would lose them in a way that I would be sitting in the game until one of the saves gets either culture or science victory. The AIs really suck in getting domination victory. I don't remember if I've even ever seen an AI getting domination victory. They most of the time don't get diplomatic victory. So you are left with culture and you are left with science, and they take very long time. So most of the time I'd be sitting here 200-300 turns waiting for one of the AIs to finally get there, and the most entertaining thing I would have to do would be some defensive wars here and there. I'm not willing to do that. That's boring, and I consider it a waste of time. But that brings me to the other question, and that's why did I restart so early, when for some people it wasn't obvious yet that it's lost, and some people even thought that the series was still winnable. And well, that was a mistake. I should have played longer, or I should have recorded what I did off camera, because what I thought personally about the last episode was that I didn't play it correctly. And I had some ideas how I could have played better. And I wanted to test if I was correct, and if that way maybe I would be able to win or gain enough from the war to start the snowball that I needed to keep going. And so what I did, I off camera basically replayed the last episode 6 times, every time slightly differently. In the end, the most optimal way that I found was not to attack with chivalry, but switch to full science immediately and get physics as soon as possible. So I researched chivalry and then waited for physics, upgraded for trebuchets, and attacked with chivalry and physics with fully upgraded army. So I had Mandekal cavalry, I had sofas, and I had trebuchets. Having trebuchets allowed me to take the city that Polynesia had here. And that was the best that I was able to do. This was the best approach, but even this wasn't enough. And I learned this by replaying the last episode multiple times off camera. So maybe what I should have done, I should have recorded this and shown you what basically would happen 50 turns later. Because that was the problem. No matter how I replayed the last episode, after like 50-ish turns, it was always, or the result was always the same. I was just too far behind. And I wasn't able to win the war against Polynesia no matter what. I was able to take one city from them, but I wasn't able to get farther than that, and that wasn't enough to start the snowball. I was just too slow. So yeah, I got the proof for myself, and I didn't show it. Why I didn't show it? Well, that's because, honestly, many people don't like to see when I reload. And I personally don't like reloading, but at the same time, reloading is a very important part of my learning process. Because sometimes I think I know how the game is going to develop, but I need to confirm it. And the only way how to do it is to just reload the game a couple of times and try. So I decided not to record my learning process, basically, and just say, hey, I confirmed for myself the game wasn't winnable. Or I didn't find a way how to win the game. That's maybe better. Maybe the game was winnable. I just am not good enough to do it. So that's a lesson for me next time. Maybe I should just play longer. Maybe I even should just record the testing from time to time. I'm not saying I would do that every time, but this maybe would be an example where it would be worth it, because I did get some quite different results with different approaches. So maybe here it would have been interesting recording it. But well, lesson learned. I decided to restart. Hey, I'm not going back at this point, so we'll just see what happens, and once we, or if we get to a situation like this next time, I will try something else. As I said, I will play a little bit longer to make sure that it's obvious for more people how the game, or that the game just is not going the way we need it to go, and that it's lost and there's no point in playing. But what I can say, I will never play games where it is clear that, and not just for me, where for most people it's clear that it's lost. I'm not gonna play longer until we actually lose. That is a waste of time. Not in this game. It takes too long in Civ to lose. Most of the time. Okay. So enough talking. Yeah, I spent like 10 minutes talking. I wanted to answer this as quickly as possible, but I guess I just like listening to myself too much. But what are we doing today? So today we need to settle some more cities, and this is the question I think that we left with last time. Do we start settling now? What's the next social policy? How much can we afford to delay our cities? The answer is we probably can't. As much as I would like to get dominance next, there just are not enough barbarians on the map to justify it. So we will go with, we'll go with Imperium. And with that we have another question, and the question is, where do we send the settler? Do we secure this area to prevent or to make sure that Polynesia can't do what they did last time? But with that, we are risking that we lose this location, which is probably the best one that we have available. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go south. I'm not willing to lose this city. But the next city after this one is gonna be here. I was even trying to find a way how to get more than one city here. But the problem is, this is just too close. If I wanted to get two cities here, it would be this style and this style. And here I'm too close to Samoa, so I can't settle here. I would have to settle on this style, but if I settle here, then this city would be too close. 1, 2, 3. I could maybe settle here or here, but then the coral would be too far. And I'm not willing to lose the luxury. I need those luxuries. So I will just go with one city in this area. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And well, that will block quite a few city locations for him. So if he gets a city somewhere, it's gonna be some garbage city somewhere around here that should be quite easy to take, or maybe here that's also quite easy to take. It's just important that he doesn't get cities in between these mountains, because it was such a pain in the ass trying to take them. Okay, so that's that. Now you. I want to get the money. We do have one lapis. How much can we get for it? 255 is not horrible, but I would rather sell to someone else. 256. Okay, let's sell here. That's gonna be like 6. No. I'm gonna sell for 5. And just start building farms. I was thinking that maybe I had to build one quarry so that I could sell at least one luxury, but I didn't realize that I already had the one luxury. We were very close to 0 gold per turn, and I didn't want to risk that we start losing gold at some point. You're waiting here for the archer. And you keep exploring. Okay, now research. Oh, I forgot to queue up the text that I wanted to research. Okay, so we start with pottery. We'll need settlers soon. Then we go mining, military theory. After that, I really want to trade. We will need the gold, and I still want to build Petra. I think it's worth it here. Trade routes are really effective, so getting one more would be nice, and we can get a lot of gold from Petra. Then I think calendar into mathematics. I was thinking about going writing, but usually even if I get writing relatively early, I don't build libraries right away, because at that point I'm usually behind production-wise. So instead, I will go mathematics, so we get the upgrade to composite bows as soon as possible and can keep the skirmishing going, and then we get writing. All of these tags are on the way to chivalry, of course. And I guess that's it. After that, we'll have to get the... Come on, spearman. Maybe I can even queue that up. And then we will see. Getting iron is not that important, because it sells if we are lucky for 1 gold per turn. So we are not really losing that much by delaying iron. Okay, next. There are no barbarian camps here. So I'm hoping that our settler doesn't get destroyed or stolen by a barbarian, which would be a disaster, of course. But he should be fine. Okay, how do we do this? We can go there. We can go. What I should do or could do here. Let's see. So if I did that, that. What I'm thinking about doing here is I could sit here to prevent Polynesia from sending a settler up here. If they do it, I would just intercept and kill him. Make sure that they don't get a city here. And at the same time, while I'm waiting for those settlers, I could farm the barbarians. I wouldn't destroy the camp. I would just sit here and kill anything that spawns. So I'd be like doing two things at a time. 29 to grow. It doesn't really matter. So we can go for the production, speed things up. Now we are at 11, so we won't be wasting that much time. This is fine. Next. I want to finish. Sure. I think I need to go shrine. And now the question is, do I really want to build Tabia next? Maybe I don't. Maybe I won't cancel. Then even walls and then Tabia, or the other way around. The thing is, Tabia is not that great here. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have just waited somewhere, heal up before exploring. Whatever. Unless there are more barbarians around here, we will survive and pull back. Zulu's got what? God of the Sun. Okay. Could have been worse. Yeah, now we get pottery. Alright, settling the city gave us science, so we'll get the pottery much earlier than we finish the Tabia. Okay, we will apologize for that. It's funny that he's complaining about me settling a land that he considers his, but I don't even know where he is yet. Like, I didn't intentionally settle his lands. I have no idea where his lands are. Let's get the vision. We can probably keep going. Now... There's really nothing that we can do, just wait. Oh, there are more barbarians. Why can't I have all of these barbarians on my side? If you get very lucky, you might be able to get a kill here. Bastard. Okay. I think I need to wait for the warrior to get into position. Next. Oh, hello. Can I catch you? No, I can't. Might be able to catch him. No. I thought that maybe if we moved to the river I would have a chance. How are we doing? 120. I think I have to buy a second worker once we get the money. I could, maybe I should destroy the camp, because that would give us the worker right away. That's 100 gold here. But you'd lose so much culture. Am I honestly considering just farming barbarians? That's something that even I consider cheating. Next. Please move down. Bastard. Okay, I guess we'll go this way. Next. Yep. I tried. Excuse me. Let's get out of here before they cut off our retreat. Next. Well, let's finish him off before he can run again. And we're gonna kill the brute as well. I'll leave the camp empty. Just wait for a respawn. Next. Damn. That's tempting. Problem is I can't do it with the Pathfinder on 60 hit points. Pretty sure the city is here. So I wouldn't survive. No, it's too late to declare on check for a worker, I think. What's the turn? 71. Yeah. Oh, so the city is here, but it doesn't change anything. It's next to the worker. If he was working on the wine, then maybe... How many cities does he have? 2, 3. Oh, did he really expand 1, 2, 3? And we know that there is Moscow here? Like, wow. Okay, so I think last time he did 1, 2, 3, if I remember correctly. So this time the wars between him and Russia should be much more intense. Oh, and by the way, we are finishing the worker here, so maybe I should wait for him instead of buying one and then buy another archer. Fortify. We do settler. Okay, fine, let's do it. Let's get that archer. I'm gonna send him to Timbuktu, just in case Shaka has something crazy. Next. There we go, that's what we wanted. It's been a while since I intentionally farmed barbarians. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's get the triangle of farms as quickly as possible. You'll go down. Where do we go? Let's get to the coast. So we reveal as many tiles as possible. You can get barrage. Next. Great library on turn 78. That's quite early. Okay, I'll take that. That will speed up the shrine. How is the capital doing? Still a long time. After we settle this city and get rid of the barbarian camp, I'll probably try to get this one. Although this is going to be a pain in the ass. This is grassland, so we won't be able to actually, we could shoot from this tile. Maybe I will try to get this one if it's still there. How long? 3 turns. Next. He does have extra vision, so he sees the camp. And he does have the movement to get there. Okay, I don't have a choice. I have to get the camp. Otherwise the Pathfinder would most likely steal it. I'm pretty sure I want one more archer. Next. Ah, come on. I thought that a new camp spawned somewhere nearby. Nope, it's this one. Wait, this is... Oh, it is a camp. I thought it was just a random brood. Nope, it's a camp. So we can go... Granary, Barracks, Pathfinder, another settler. I don't think I want to train one now and drop to 3 population. Next. Shaka declared on Napoleon. Good. I don't think so. I kind of want to fight him before the declaration of friendship would end. Actually, you know what? You can actually go there. You can go there. Or even better, you will go there and you'll go there. One, two, three. That might be the best. Next. Really? Uh-huh. Why? That feels a little random. And I just noticed that Russia just randomly got 17 tax. So she probably already has one of these tags. Jesus. Do you want the lapis? I think I would rather get the jade. How many cities does she have? 3. I really don't want to denounce her back because she's friendly with like everyone. Next. You know what, let's just not wait for barracks, let's get the settler next. And if it wasn't for this stupid declaration for no reason, I would consider attacking here, or declaring here to steal the worker. That was the plan, just started skirmishing here as soon as possible. This would be perfect. It would be just fighting in this area, keep killing random units, but now I can't. And I have no idea what are we gonna do with Russia. She is, what, 3-4 attacks ahead of anyone else. She has more than double the tags that we have. Let's see what's next for us. Calendar, mathematics. Until we get mathematics, we don't even really have a chance against her. How much money do we have? 78 gold. Don't have the production to get the walls in time. Horrible. Why did she declare so early?
La France t'offre cette proposition exceptionnelle.
How many tags does Poland have? 14. Was it Shaka bribing Catherine to declare? Because Shaka does this, that he just randomly declares when he doesn't have anything better to do. Could try to pillage the gems. Oh, look at those caravans. Oh, man. How much movement do we have? 1.5, so I will be able to retreat. Yep, as expected. That's fine. Maybe this will force some units to come back and I'll be able to catch those caravans. That's the main goal. We need to catch those caravans somehow. It's in a desert, so we will be moving really fast. We might be able to pull this off. Yep. So if I stay here, because I can ignore zone of control, it might actually work. It depends on how far the caravan will be able to move. Let's see. Nope, they're too fast. Actually, no, it works. What are we gonna do with the money? I think we'll get the wall. I can kill the other one as well. They can't do anything about it. Okay, so we basically gained a worker from the war with Russia. Worker and a little bit. This is good. Honestly thinking about settling here. I know it would be a horrible city, but it would make it so much easier taking Samoa. Well, I definitely need that one there. Just too much gold to pass on. Also, if I settled this city, it would make the skirmishing here so much easier. Well, let's make a cut here. I'll think about it a little bit more, but I think I'm gonna do it. We need to start fighting, so, and we have to make sure that that we like don't lose anything, and just get as many kills as possible. Just having the city this close to Polynesian border means he will be a bit more aggressive once I started the war. He will be willing to send units this way. When you have cities this far away, or now when we have cities this far away, even if I declare war, there is no reason for him to send units this way. Maybe one every few turns, which is not enough. If we have a city here and units sitting in front of the city, then that's a reason for him to keep sending units in this direction. And we don't want to attack it. We just want to make sure there is an endless stream of units that keep dying and keep giving us science, culture, and faith. Well, as I said, let's make a cut here. I hope that you like this episode. I hope that you can join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.